kept saying that these people said they were ready to surrender their gun and come out for amnesty. And he played to the gallery, only to know in depth that these people were rather crafty in their operation and luring him for an onslaught.
CP Emeka also said the police are committed to ensuring that justice is done in the killing of SP Bako Angbashim.
We will be unrepentant until we put crimes and criminality to its barest minimal in Rivers State. We are not perturbed. My men are in high spirits. They can never demoralize us. They are even igniting us to do more. We'll get rid of them. And that brings us, if what was their intention was to slack us back on Rivers Zero crime, nothing can stop us. We must launch the Rivers Zero crime.
He urged the public to take advantage of the 100 million naira bounty placed on the gang and provide information that could lead to their arrest.
On behalf of me and my management team, I also want to thank the Executive Governor of Rivers State for his announcement putting 100 million naira on the head of these people who committed this act, which I think, and I'm saying that patriotic citizens should take advantage of that, be a whistleblower and make the money, and also help to making sure we arrest these bad guys for your own interest and humanity. Because if we don't get at them today, tomorrow, it might be your own turn.
Correspondent Emeka Otuka reports that earlier human rights advocate Charles Jaja, who led the solidarity protest, urged the police to ensure that justice is served for SP Bako Angbashim.
What I want to say is that those politicians, whether we like it or not in this state, there are politicians who sponsor this gang. There are traditional rulers who cover them up in their society. This, the police must also extend their dragnet in a bid to sanitize the society which we live. If not, incidences of this nature will continue to happen and police will continue to be blunt. So police must go out all out to ensure that those who perpetrated this dastard act are brought to book and justice. It shouldn't just be one of those things, but it should be something that must be done and they must be brought to book and our society must be free.
Meanwhile, reports say the king of Akko Kingdom, Eze Cassidy Ikegbidi, has been arrested in connection with the killing of the DPO by the gang in the area. It was gathered that he's been interrogated at the state CID in Port Harcourt. The report said Eze Ikegbidi was taken to his Port Harcourt residence and later to his palace in the Ihubo community as part of the investigation. Yesterday, the Rivers State Governor Siminalayi Fubara read the Riot Act, saying that he will go after any traditional ruler who supports cultism. Speaking during the commissioning of Ungbodiohaya internal roads in Obiakwa local government area, Governor Fubara appealed for a collective effort among citizens to sustain peace in the state.
Any traditional ruler, be it even from this, who is supporting cultism, that is beginning to be a problem in our state, I assure you, as I started with the elder East, I will come after you. Everybody needs to come together, work together to sustain peace and respect for this state.
The governor's warning to traditional rulers comes barely 48 hours after he ordered the indefinite suspension of Eze Igboako III, Cassidy Ikegbidi, over his alleged acts of complicity in ceding control of his territory to cultists to freely operate in the East Local Government area. Recall that SP Angbashim was killed on Friday evening while in charge of a security squad conducting an operation in Odiemudie community, Auda East Local Government area. Staying with this, the chairman of Andoni Local Government Area of Rivers State, Erastus Awotu, has joined in condemning the killing of SP Bako Angbashim by a gang in Odemude community in Auda East Local Government Area. Mr. Awotu, in a statement, said the people of Andoni are heavily pained that the ugly incident is coming up at a time when his professionalism is needed in the security architecture of the state. The Andoni Council boss also said that the council is in support of the proactive measure taken by Governor Siminalayi Fubara to bring the perpetrators to justice. He acknowledged the effort taken by late SP Bako to restore peace in Andoni and surrounding local government areas. He commiserated with the family of late SP Bako and the Rivers State Police Command over the loss. In the meantime, some residents of Port Harcourt want the state government to deploy adequate security measures to protect the lives of Rivers people, especially in the outer axis of the state. Those who spoke to our correspondent said incessant killings and kidnappings in the area have endangered the lives of the people.
For a very long time, that area has been a very insecure place, so to speak, because there have been a lot of kidnap cases, there have been a lot of evil going on there. Now it's popping up again.
The chiefs and all those government people there, they will not say they don't know who did this. So they should try and also help government, since our governor has opened up their eye for anybody who feeds the man out social amount to God.
The 100 million that the government wants to bring, the issue there is that placing ban or placing money for someone here is nothing. For me, is that they then provide peace for there so that the place can be safe for one to live.
Still on security stories, a victim of a recent one-chance robbery is calling on security agencies to look into the activities of certain tricycle operators, popularly known as Keke Napep, operating along the Obirikwere South Road. The victim, while recounting the ordeal, said he boarded a keke on South Road going to Obirikwere, and during the journey, some hoodlums pointed guns at him and robbed him of 14,000 naira. He said the incident occurred last Thursday around 5 p.m. According to the victim, the hoodlums are in the habit of ensuring the keke is filled while reserving a seat for their victim. Moving on, opposition political parties in Rivers State have been speaking on the ongoing distribution of federal government palliatives. The spokesman of the SDP Campaign Council in the state, Bethel Okojaja, tells correspondent Soebi Oruwari that the committee should give feedback on how the items are being distributed to the people.
And then the governor should also monitor the process of distribution. If possible, set up a committee for evaluation, and that committee will be able to give an independent report from the real committee so that the governor will exactly know what is happening with the palliative. So I can only look out for my local government area and be able to find out if actually the people who needed this palliative to those who need this palliative, not just political party affiliates or political party members.
On his part, the spokesperson of the Labour Party in the state, Gogo Wellington, says his party will not monitor the distribution process because of how the committee was constituted.
How do you monitor the distribution of items that you do not know where they even are in the first place? It's a closed system and it's not open for audit or observation. So they know how they want to do the monitoring. So if they want it to be public, it's supposed to be placed in a place where the public can assess and actually audit or attest to the work that they are doing. I cannot be part of a faulty process. Process is faulty. So if the process is re-engineered and from the top and it is not done as a partisan exercise, of course we will be part of it.
Also, the chairman of Action Democratic Party ADP in Rivers State, Kendrick Christian, is calling on traditional rulers to avoid compromising the distribution of the palliatives sent to the areas.
I want to really commend Governor Fubara for his pronouncement regarding the gruesome murder of the late SP, especially
Apologize for that mix-up. Still to come, UAE's statement on meeting with President Tinubu silent on visa ban lift. Stay tuned.
Congratulations, Your Excellency. Amopo Senebo Simnala Ifubara on your remarkable 100 days in office.
Congratulations.
of his 12 years as a lawmaker to God and the sustained support of the people of Ogubolo. Mr. BP, who is also the immediate past chief whip of the House, at a special family Thanksgiving service in his honor at St. Martin's Anglican Church in Ogu Town, thanked the Minister of the FCT, Nyesom Wike, for being instrumental in his political journey and achievements in the Assembly.
The Thanksgiving is all about expressing my profound gratitude and appreciation to God Almighty. In 2019, which was the battle of all the battles, we were not doing election with opposition, we were doing election with unknown government in military uniform. But God still give me that same grace. There's one man that is so instrumental that I will never forget and to thank. And I want all of you who are here to extend this my thanks to his chief barrister, Nyesom Wike.
Also speaking, the acting traditional ruler of Ogu Kingdom and chairman of Ogu Divisional Council of Chiefs, Adokie Ochemiebia, described Evans BP as a man of the people who served the state.
For us as traditional ruler, his services over the years, 12 years in particular, he's been very, very, very impressive. He's a man of the people, he's accessible, and his project during these 4 years speak loud for himself. So we are proud to have him as a son of Ogu. That's why we are celebrating him for his 12 years of meritorious service. For me, as a traditional ruler, my wishes for him is to keep growing in politics. Ambitions for politicians, it will never end. So we pray for him for his future endeavors.
Meanwhile, the Bishop of the Diocese of Okrika Anglican Communion, Enoch Atuboyedia, the Executive Director of Finance and Administration of the NDDC, Boma Iyayi, as well as former lawmaker Michael Okechukwu Chinda, also lauded Evans BP for his achievements in the State House of Assembly.
I believe he has done his best for God and for the church. We feel happy for him and for God, and we say that God will give him the grace to do more and should bless him the more.
To join him in thanking God for 12 years of meritorious service to our nation, and to say that he should keep the flag flying. God will be with him even in his future endeavor and protect him and his family, and also he will continue to serve our community and also our state and the nation at large.
Evans is a man to associate with. He's a man that cannot fail you no matter the situation.
Our correspondent reports that the event had in attendance serving and former lawmakers, traditional rulers, including the Amayanabo of Opobo Kingdom, King Dandison Douglas Jaja, and members of Kirike and Ogo Divisional Council of Chiefs. To education stories now. As the 2023-2024 academic session resumes, the rising cases of vandalism in public schools, especially in rural areas, are generating concerns. Our correspondent visited Community Secondary School Umwe and observed that some of the windows, ceiling fans, among others, have been carted away by hoodlums. Speaking on this, the Community Development Chairman of Umwe Thank Agbam, appealed to the Rivers State Government to deploy security to the school.
In community secondary school, where I come from, there's no security personnel in that school. Even the little amenities in that school are provided by the community. We have made similar attempts requesting the government to come to provide security. They don't have basic learning equipment and materials. No library, no lab. The little ones that are available are the ones provided by the community, and they have been vandalized because there are no security in the school. And in fact, the place needs to be fenced.
Meanwhile, there was a low turnout of students in both public and private schools in Port Harcourt as classes resumed yesterday. Our correspondent who monitored community secondary and primary schools in Rumukwara, Alakaya, Choba, Rumigbo and Rumekini reports that grass has taken over some school fields. Some classrooms have leaking roofs and others are in need of more desks. Some parents of public school students asked that the state government provide the necessary learning materials to ease the new school year.
It has not been easy. Sometimes some of them they complain, say they know they teach them well. Or when we go government school, I will tell them make them they more serious and more careful to take care of them very well.
I'm at the school and they're supposed to provide chairs for them because that place they flooding when you plenty. They cannot stay on the floor. When you like this, they find it difficult. So last time the chair no complete. Some of them they carry chair.
Government say they know they collect money for like all these exam fee, all those things. But they collect. But they go tell the children may they not tell parents say that they collect. May they not anybody will come they tell they say they know they collect, but they pay for some things.
On their part, parents of private school students in Port Harcourt complained about the recent increase in school supplies.
We resume school today now. You are asking us to buy another uniform, which at least you can give us some time before we buy another uniform. You are complaining about the textbook as well. The other sister uses textbook, which you have provided another class now. You are saying you cannot use the sister textbook again. And you want me to pay another money. Private school just increase school periodical just like that. It's uncalled for.
For now, the school fees is still normal like the last time. But when you get to the market, you find out that cost of school bags, lunch bag, everything is on the high increase. The single parents.
They pay like 15, but now na 20. Before you pay exam fee, this, that, 30 something. Even as na new class now, where the boy just enter now about 40 something. It's not easy.
Away from that, as news of the lifting of the visa ban by the UAE spreads, the UAE's official statement on the meeting with President Bola Tinubu did not make any comment on lifting the visa ban. Recall that yesterday, the special advisor to President Tinubu on media and publicity, Ajurin Gelale, said that after the meeting between President Tinubu and the UAE President Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan in Abu Dhabi, the ban on Nigerians getting UAE visas was lifted. He said both leaders also agreed to resume the flight schedules of both Etihad Airlines and Emirates Airlines in and out of Nigeria. But Emirates News Agency, the official news agency of the UAE, reported that during the meeting, President Nahyan renewed his congratulations to President Tinubu on assuming the presidency and wished him every success in leading Nigeria and its people to further progress and prosperity. In other news, satellite television DSTV says it is offering a special package called the DSTV Prestige. A statement from DSTV said it is turning its focus to the world of luxury, where exclusivity reigns and customers seek more than just products to create unique and exclusive experiences. The DSTV Prestige Special Package has 1 year of non-stop premium entertainment, VVIP customer service, a limited edition gold decoder, and exclusive lifestyle benefits. The statement said subscribers will enjoy exclusive discounts from Swatch, Nike, Echo Hotels, Polo Luxury, MedPlus, Tommy Hilfiger, Adidas, and others. The statement also said that the DSTV Prestige is a true embodiment of exclusivity and special treatment. It urged those interested to visit dstv.com/prestige to sign up.
And now we'll bring you news from around the world.
North Korean leader Kim Jong-un is on his way to talks with Russian President Vladimir Putin in the Russian city of Vladivostok. The US believes Russia wants North Korea to sell its weapons for the war in Ukraine. The North Korean leader has already reached Russian territory. He's traveled overnight in his bulletproof train.
This is the news on 92.3 Nigeria Info.
On the news this morning, you heard that Rivers State Police Commissioner has revealed that the slain DPO was deceived by his killers into believing that they were ready to receive amnesty. The state governor, Siminalayi Fubara, has read the Riot Act, saying that he will go after any traditional ruler who supports cultism. Opposition parties are concerned over the distribution of palliatives in Rivers State. UAE's statement on meeting with President Tinubu does not mention visa ban lift. On the foreign scene, North Korean leader Kim Jong-un is headed to Russia. The news was edited by Choma Ezewanfo. Cloudy weather expected in Port Harcourt this morning. To reach the news team, send an SMS or WhatsApp to 0808 721 7215. Peace is the path to the prosperity of a nation. Let peace reign. My name is Ifeemi Andrew. Good morning.